Steve Moran,
Yes.
Tenai Jr.,
Yes.
John Kessler,
Yes.
Kenrick DePreez, Sharon Lee,
Yes.
Mary Miller,
Yes.
Kelsey Haskell,
Yes.
Thad Rose,
Yes.
Derek Bartlett, absent Francine Hall,
Yes.
Joe Brings Plenty, absent Bob Walters, Ronald Russo,
No.
Tuffy Thompson.
Ten yes, one no, one abstain, three absent. Motion carries. Mr. Knife.
Yeah, go to the next motion. There's a proposed land acquisition. Carmen J. Cutt proposing to sell 80 acres of her interest in allotted tract X183 to the Cheyenne River Sioux tribe. The allotted tract 183 consists of 320 acres total, and the tribe already owns 32% interest, and Carmen owns 25 interest. And that'll be my motion, Chairman.
Okay, we got a motion by Mr. Knife, second by Mr. DePreez.
Have Bureau affairs get the appraisals.
Okay. Madam Secretary, please call for the vote.
Bryce Underwoods,
Abstain.
Steve Moran,
Yes.
Tenai Jr.,
Yes.
John Kessler,
Yes.
Kenrick DePreez, Sharon Lee,
Yes.
Mary Miller, Kelsey Haskell, Thad Rose,
Yes.
Derek Bartlett, absent Francine Hall,
Yes.
Joe Brings Plenty, absent Bob Walters, Ronald Russo, Tuffy Thompson.
Eleven yes, zero no, one abstain, three absent. Motion carries. Mr. Knife.
Next motion to amend a business site for Ryan Moran. In 2021, Ryan was approved of a business site, tribal land located on Cheyenne River, or Cheyenne Butte Community, Resolution 148-2021-CR. And this resolution needs to be amended and correct legal description, reflect accuracy of aerial photos, meets and bounds, and legal description include and draft resolution. A motion to recommend to amend resolution 148-2021-CR, assigning Ryan Moran a business site. The tribe will correct legal description. That'll be my motion, Chairman.
Okay, we got a motion by Mr. Knife, second by Mr. Walters. Comments or questions? Madam Secretary, please call for the vote.
Bryce Underwoods,
Wow.
Steve Moran,
Abstain.
Tenai Jr.,
Yes.
John Kessler,
Yes.
Kenrick DePreez, Sharon Lee,
Yes.
Mary Miller,
Yes.
Kelsey Haskell,
Yes.
Thad Rose,
Yes.
Derek Bartlett, absent Francine Hall,
Yes.
Joe Brings Plenty, absent Bob Walters, Ronald Russo, Tuffy Thompson.
Eleven yes, zero no, one abstain, three absent. Motion carries. Mr. Knife.
Okay, next one is the removal of permittee, ranging at 170. Gladys Looking Horse, David and Lynn Marie Paziska, permittee of ranging at 170 are requesting to remove David and Lynn Marie Paziska from the grazing permit. The removal of permittee from form has been signed by all parties. The grazing permit on ranging at 170 in conjunction with Ordinance 71 shall now read Gladys Looking Horse. So that'll be my motion to remove David and Lynn Marie Paziska.
We got a motion by Mr. Knife, second by Mr. Walters. Comment, Ms. Medicine Blanket.
Just recently, Mr. Paziska came in and asked to put this on hold until they can remove all of their personal property from the unit. And he said he would let us know when it was going to be, or whenever everything was good.
You want to table it, Chairman?
Yeah, that would be okay.
Okay.
Motion's been tabled. Mr. Knife, gonna continue?
Okay. Next one is a joint permit for Range Unit 81, Duchesneau. Robert Duchesneau, permittee of Range Unit 81, is requesting to add Skylar Duchesneau as joint permittee onto grazing permit. The joint permit application of the cooperative management agreement have been completed and signed by all parties. The grazing permit on Range Unit 81 in conjunction with Ordinance 71 now read Robert Duchesneau and Skylar Duchesneau. Motion to recommend the joint application, Chairman.
We got a motion by Mr. Knife, second by Mr. Walters to approve. Is there a second? Or is it second by Mr. Walters, sorry. Any comments? Madam Secretary, please call for the vote.
Bryce Underwoods. Is he gone? Absent Steve Moran,
Yes.
Ted Knight Jr.,
Yes.
John Kessler,
Yes.
Kenrick DePreez, Sharon Lee,
Yes.
Mary Miller, Kelsey Haskell,
Yes.
Thad Rose.
Yes.
Derek Bartlett. Absent Francine Hall. Joe Brings Plenty. Absent Bob Walters. Ronald Russo. Tuffy Thompson.
Ten yes, 0 no, 1 abstain, 4 absent, motion carries. Mr. Knife,
Next one is joint permit for Range Unit 151. Robert Duchesneau, permittee of Range Unit 151, is requesting to add Skylar Duchesneau as a joint permittee into grazing permit, and joint permit application and cooperative management agreement has been completed and signed by all parties. The grazing permit on Range Unit 151 in conjunction with Ordinance 71 shall now read Robert Duchesneau and Skylar Duchesneau. Motion to recommend approval.
Second.
okay, we got a motion by Mr. Knife, second by Mr. Kessler. Comments, questions? Madam Secretary, please call for the vote.
Bryce Underwoods. Absent Steve Moran.
Yes.
Ted Knight Jr.,
Yes.
John Kessler,
Yes.
Kenrick DePreez, Sharon Lee,
Yes.
Mary Miller, Kelsey Haskell,
Yes.
Thad Rose.
Yes.
Derek Bartlett. Absent Francine Hall. Joe Brings Plenty. Absent Bob Walters. Ronald Russo. Tuffy Thompson.
Ten yes, 0 no, 1 abstain, 4 absent, motion carries.
Ready?
Yes, go ahead.
Joint permit, Range Unit 170. Gladys Looking Horse, permittee of Range Unit 170, is requesting to add Alex Looking Horse and Tristan Sampson as joint permittees on a grazing permit. The joint permit application and cooperative management agreement has been completed and signed by all parties. The grazing permit on Range Unit 170 in conjunction with Ordinance 71 shall now read Gladys Looking Horse, Alex Looking Horse, and Tristan Sampson. That'll be my motion, Chairman.
Got a motion by Mr. Knife, second by Mr. Walters. Comment by Ms. Medicine Blanket.
We'll need to pull this one as well until the removal of permittee has been passed, since technically
I'll table that,
David,
Chairman.
David and Lynn Marie will have to sign this one as well. And they haven't.
Mr. Chairman, point of order. Couldn't we just pass that and with a deadline, that they remove all their livestock by a certain date so that we can go ahead and,
I'm not sure what the situation is between them right now, between both parties, the original permittees. All I was asked was to put it on hold until they had all their personal property removed from the range unit.
well, that's what I'm saying, give them a date. Because, you know, these other people might be wanting to have cattle moved on, you know, not, so anyway, it's just,
I guess I don't see an issue with it.
Ms. Lee?
Thank you, Chairman LeBeau. At the Land Committee meeting, the Pasiscas were in agreement to it. So that's why the committee passed it. And I don't know, I could see, well, I don't know how long it would go on though.
Yeah.
It could go on forever.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I'm not assuming, but but I'd like to see us approve it pending, you know, and put a deadline on it, because I've seen these things, and I'm not saying this is the case, but where someone puts someone on in good faith and then they can't get them off, or they're trying to take over the unit. In some cases, they have taken over the unit from someone that had it already. And if Gladys wants to add Alex, her daughter, on there, you know, since John's not here anymore and Tristan, then, you know, I think that should be up to Gladys, you know, what she wants, so.
Mr. Chairman, I was gonna ask if Gladys agreed to letting them tabling it. And if, you know, did anybody ask her, both parties?
Let's keep the motion, Chairman.
Okay.
If I can.
Ms. Medicine Blanket?
Okay, so just in keeping with the ordinance, our cooperative management agreement and the joint permit needs to be signed by all permittees. Technically, until the removal of David and Lynn Marie is approved, they are still original permittees. And as original permittees, Dave had come in and asked, can we just hold on to this until Gladys and I get everything situated? So I said, okay, because he's an original permittee.
Yes, go ahead.
Didn't Mr. Pasiska sign papers to be removed from this unit?
He did.
Well, then
and
let's go back to the first motion and remove him.
He did. I'm sorry, he did sign that, but that's what I'm saying is after this went through Land Committee is when he came in. He did state that he did talk to some of the council reps. I don't know, I didn't ask all of you. So just on that, I said, okay. I don't know if he did or not, but because he is an original permittee, he's still in that position as an original permittee.
Mr. Russo?
Thank you, Chairman. Where's all my ordinance 71 gurus at now? Are we gonna follow the ordinance or are we not? Thank you, Chairman.
Okay, Mr. Knife has a motion on the floor. You want to proceed with that? Okay, the second still there?
Ranging at 170 with adding Tristan and removing David and Lynn Marie Paziska from ranging at 170. That'll be my motion, Chairman.
Okay, council, we're at the top of the page 4. The first motion we tabled it earlier. However, we're back at it. Motion to, yeah, he pulled his motion on the one that's on the floor, and he went to the one on the top of the page. Motion to recommend approving Range Unit 170's request to remove David and Lynn Marie Paziska from the grazing permit with Gladys Licking Horse. Is there a second? Second by Mr. Walters. Comments? Madam Secretary, go ahead.
Okay, wait, now what are they doing now? Ranging at 170,
Yeah.
and you're doing what?
Removing David and Lynn Marie Paziska from the grazing permit with Gladys Looking Horse.
Buddy, and who made the motion?
Buddy made the motion, Bob second.
You said David and Lynn?
Yeah.
Bryce Woods. Bryce Woods. Steve Moran.
Yes.
Tonight Junior.
Yes.
John Kessler.
Yes.
Kenrick DePreez. Sharon Lee.
Yes.
Mary Miller. Yes. Kelsey Haskell.
Yes.
Thad Rose.
Yes.
Derek Bartlett. Absent Francine Hall. Joe Brinksplenny. Absent Bob Walters. Ronald Russo. Tuffy Thompson.
Nine yes, 0 no, 2 abstain, 4 absent, motion carries. Mr. Knife, go ahead.
Okay, this one will be the adding, on the range unit 170, Gladys Looking Horse, Premier range unit 170, request to add Alex Looking Horse and Tristan Sampson as joint permittees on a grazing permit. That'll be my motion, Chairman.
Okay, we got a motion by Mr. Knife, second by Mr. Walters. Motions to recommend approving the joint permit application to add Alex Looking Horse and Tristan Sampson on a grazing permit for range unit 170 with Gladys Looking Horse. Comments or questions, Madam Secretary? Please call for the vote.
Bryce Woods. Steve Moran.
Yes.
Tonight Junior.
Yes.
John Kessler.
Uh-huh.
Kenrick DePreez. Sharon Lee.
Yes.
Mary Miller.
Yes.
Kelsey Haskell.
Abstain.
Thad Rose.
Yes.
Derek Bartlett. Absent Francine Hall.
Yes.
Joe Brinksplenny. Absent Bob Walters. Ronald Russo. Tuffy Thompson.
Okay, 9 yes, 0 no, 3 abstain, 3 absent, motion carries. Mr. Knife, please continue. Yes.
November 28th, we did not have a quorum. In December, we did not have a quorum for a regular meeting then, but we came back and had a meeting for PAs. And that was the only thing that was addressed pretty much. So I will have those minutes addressing the PA when we do our next monthly land report.
Is that it? Yes.
I had a complaint on that December special meeting that they had. I didn't appreciate the way that land committee members treated Elder. Emma Lou Reeves came and wanted to address the committee, and she was treated very disrespectfully. So I want to see that whatever the issue was there, why she was treated the way she was, that we no longer treat our elders that way. Thank you, Chairman.
Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Russo. Council members, we have a duty to be respectful to everyone, whether it's the elder, whether it's our own staff, our own tribal employees. They're just here enforcing the laws of the tribe, so we can all keep that in mind. We're working with our relatives. I do have some Veteran Affairs minutes, and also we have the actions from last night that we need to take care of before we adjourn. Mr. Indowoods.
Chairman, before getting the veterans meeting, I got another meeting, minutes coming. And, also Steve Vance come for that Wolacote portion and give an update on those remains. Give him that time. We had a veterans meeting on November 30th. President was myself and Commander Richard Charles Eagle and BSO Robert Dunsmore. I'll just get into the motion by Robert Dunsmore, second by Richard Charles, to approve the 2023 LNI Veterans Honoring Budget. And you see the budget attached. The motion passed 2 yes, 0 no. So that'd be my motion.
Got a motion by Mr. Underwood, second by Mr. Russo. Comments or questions? We'll call for the vote, Madam Secretary.
Is that this one?
November 30th, yeah.
Bryce Indowoods,
Oh,
Steve Moran, Ted Knife Jr.,
Yes.
John Kessler,
Yes.
Kenrick DePreez, Sharon Lee,
Yes.
Mary Miller, Kelsey Haskell,
Yes.
Thad Rose.
Yes.
Derek Bartlett. Absent Francine Hall. Joe Brinksplenny. Absent Bob Walters. Absent Ronald Russo. Tuffy Thompson. Absent.
Ten yes, 0 no, 1 abstain, 4 absent, motion carries.
regarding 50